Hello friends, welcome to eTeaching. If you like this video, please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel.
Hello dear friends, today we are going to discuss chapter number 1, the Earth in the Solar System of class 6. Dear friends, have you ever seen the sky at night? You must have watched the twinkling stars here in the sky. Their number keeps on increasing as it gets darker, and these are bright, keep on twinkling, and the sky seems to appear like studded with diamonds. Out of all these objects, one may see a round, large part that is called the moon, and the moon appears different at different times, having different shapes and different positions. When we see a full moon, it's called full moon night or Purnima, and that is seen once in a month. When we see no moon at all, it's called Amavasya, or it's called as new moon night. But we don't see the moon and the stars during the day because the sun has such a bright light that it doesn't allow other objects to be seen during the day, which otherwise can be seen during night. So the sun, the moon, and all these objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Some of these bodies are very big and hot because they are made up of gases and they have their own heat and light, which they keep on emitting in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. Sun is an example of a star. But you must have seen that we can see the sun in the day but not rest of the stars, and we even don't feel the heat and light of other stars because the distance of the sun from earth is much less as compared to the rest of the stars. When you see the night sky, you see the patterns of stars arranged. This pattern, which is very specific, is known as constellation. So constellation is formed by different groups of stars forming different patterns. One example is Ursa Major or Big Bear. And a part of Ursa Major is Saptarishi. As the name itself is indicating, Saptarishi means 7 sages. Sapt for 7, Rishi for sages. So it is a group of 7 stars. As you can see in this figure, there are 7 stars. The lowermost stars are in one line. And when we stand facing towards the east and we look upwards and draw an imaginary line like this, here you can see we are drawing an imaginary line passing through the pointing stars, and we reach another bright star. This star is known as North Star or the pole star. This pole star was used to see the direction in earlier times. This directs towards the north. Now you have seen that some celestial bodies like stars, they have their own heat and light. Rest don't have. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. Planets, the word planet is derived from plantae, which means wanderers, because they keep on wandering, and Earth is an example of planet. They get heat and light from the sun, which is the nearest star. So there is an interesting fact about the various planets. Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus, they have rings around them. These are the belts of small debris. These rings may be seen from the Earth with the help of powerful telescopes. So what is the solar system? As the name itself is indicating, solar system means the system which is having sun in the center. So sun is basically the head of the solar system, and it has sun, 8 planets, their satellites and some other celestial bodies such as asteroids and meteoroids. Here you can see in this figure the various satellites which revolve around the sun in fixed paths known as orbit. Here is the sun, the center of the solar system, as you can see here. And these are the various planets which are moving around the sun. And here you can make out the debris ring around the Saturn. Depending upon the distance from the sun, these planets take different time to revolve around the sun. Sun is derived from the word sol. which means sun god. So sun is the head of solar system and it is about 150 kilometers away from the earth. It has a huge amount of extremely hot gases and emits a lot of heat and light. But still we can't feel so much of heat because it is still very far off. Even being very nearest as compared to other stars, still the distance between the earth and sun is 150 million kilometers. There are 8 planets in our solar system and in order of their distance from the sun, they are arranged like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. And this distance can be remembered by saying like, my very efficient mother just served us nuts. The very first letter of each word indicates the name of the planet, like my for Mercury, very for Venus, efficient for Earth, mother for Mars, just for Jupiter, served for Saturn, us for Uranus, and Neptune indicates nuts. So all the 8 planets, they are moving around the sun in the fixed orbits. I have already told you these orbits are a bit elongated. The Mercury being the nearest to the sun, it takes only 88 days to complete one round around the orbit. And Venus is considered as the Earth's twin because of its similarity in shape and size to that of Earth. Earlier, Pluto was also considered as one of the planets, but now, since August 2006, after a meeting in International Astronomical Union, the Pluto is now named as a dwarf planet and it is not considered as a planet, along with a discovery of some other celestial bodies which are also called as dwarf planets. The examples are Ceres 2003 and UB 313. All these features of celestial bodies are being looked upon by astronomers. Aryabhatta was one of the famous astronomers of India. Now, a very important planet of the solar system where we live is the Earth. It is the 5th largest planet and it is slightly flattened at the poles. It's not totally spherical, it is slightly flattened at the poles. Such shape is known as geoid. So any object which is having a geoid shape is because it has shape similar to that of Earth. And Earth is the only planet which supports life because it is neither too cold nor too hot. It has water, air, and air has oxygen, which is very important for our survival. So Earth is unique in being the only planet supporting life. And on Earth, 2/3 of its surface is covered by water. That is why it is called blue planet. You have just seen the distance of Sun from Earth is about 150 million kilometers. Light takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth, although the speed of light is 3 lakh kilometers per second. So very high speed, still it takes 8 minutes from Sun to reach Earth. The only natural planet of Earth is Moon and its total diameter is about 1/4 that of Earth. It appears quite large because it is quite nearer to the Earth as compared to rest of the celestial bodies. The distance between Earth and Moon is 3,84,400 kilometers. And Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the surface of the Moon. And the Moon also moves around the Earth. All satellites are revolving around their respective planets. Similarly, Moon also moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It completes one round around the Earth in 27 days. And Moon doesn't support life because it doesn't have water and air. Moon is a natural satellite which is revolving around the Earth, and there are certain artificial satellites which are made by human. They are called human-made satellites. They are designed by scientists to gather information about the universe, and they are placed in the orbit around Earth with the help of a rocket. The examples of these satellites are INSAT, IRS, EduSat, etc. You can see these are the artificial satellites which are sent in the orbit with the help of a rocket from the surface of the Earth. Moon shows certain features like plains and depressions, which we can even see if we see carefully the Moon. There are some shadows seen. It's because of certain elevations or depressions on the surface of the moon, leading to formation of various shadows. Other parts of solar system are asteroids and meteoroids. Asteroids are the small tiny bodies which are thought to be separated from some planets, and they are usually seen in the orbit of between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Meteoroids, they are small pieces of rocks which move around the sun, and sometimes they tend to drop upon the earth. As they pass through the atmosphere of earth, they get heated up and they burn, which produces a flash of light. So that is why they are also called as shooting stars. So shooting stars which we see at night sometimes, they are not actually the stars, they are the meteors which burn up, and sometimes if they don't completely burn up, they fall on the surface of the earth and produce a depression or hollow. So we have seen the solar system, but solar system is a part of a larger unit that is called the galaxy, and the solar system is a part of Milky Way galaxy, which is a whitish broad band or a white glowing path which can be seen on a clear night sky. And this Milky Way in ancient India is termed as Akash Ganga because it seems as if a river of light is flowing in the sky. So galaxy further consists of 1 billion of stars and clouds of dust and gases. And there are millions of such galaxies which make up universe. So from this chapter we can make out that the larger unit is universe, which is further having a number of galaxies. One of the galaxies is Milky Way, and solar system is a part of the Milky Way, and solar system further consists of many planets, satellites, meteoroids, asteroids, etc. And Earth is one of the planets, and the life is possible only on Earth because of the presence of air, water and oxygen in the air. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.